Back for another one, people. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm just gonna put these couple videos out today. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna get into about these females this time. You know, I always get back to that, but anyway, um, having a shirt. You know what I mean? Doing hard right there. But anyway, let me tell you something, man. As a man, I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna talk to the men right now. As a man, in this day and age, like, who y'all think is more influenced by social media, women or men? Easily, it's women, right? They're on it the most. Women love, and I'm gonna tell you why. Women love, and I said this before. Women love the fantasy, no matter what it is. So if you're a man out there, you know what I mean, the easiest thing to do to get a woman is create a fantasy. All you gotta do, create a fantasy. Whether you can provide that fantasy or not, you're gonna have to create it to obtain one of these women these days. Now I know what people are saying, oh, he's saying lie to women and all that shit. Listen, that's part of the game in the beginning. If you're trying to meet somebody, you ain't gotta come out and tell them bleeding lies, but women lie to us all day long. We already know how they lie. You know what I mean? They lie in their appearance, so we really don't have to get into all that. But either way it goes, you gotta create a fantasy. They create a fantasy with us when they wear, even if they ain't got no surgery, they wear them little belly things where they cinch the belly in and big fat ass is showing and all that. That's all creating a fantasy. It's making you look like, damn, I want to look like for me hitting that from the back. Like, that's creation of fantasy, right? So what you got to do is create a fantasy too, as a man. Now, I ain't telling you just go in there and, I mean, you can if you want. If that's how you want to play it, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it all depends on the situation and how long you want to be dealing with that chick or what type of chick she is. Are you trying to keep her, or are you trying to just maintain her for a small period of time? But you got to create a fantasy. You got to you got to make a woman think that if she fucks around with you, it's at least going to be a good time. Now, depending on how attractive you are as a man, you either got to make the fantasy bigger or the fantasy smaller. That's just what it is. Like, if you're not an attractive man, you're gonna have to make it look like you can get this motherfucker the world. You're gonna have to make it look like you can give her the world, right? Which means the materialistic things, which means probably the trips and just living a good materialistic life. You know what I mean? You can provide a good time for her. Nobody can provide a good time for a woman on a daily basis, so don't worry about that. You just can't do it. They ain't built like that, and neither are we. So that's just a fantasy within itself, that a man can provide a good time to a woman every day. That's just not even, it's not realistic. But anyways, yeah, so if you're unattractive, you got to make it look better. The more attractive you are, the less you can make it look. You could just make it look like a regular life, and you know what I mean. You're gonna have to show a little something, but you ain't gotta go above and beyond. But you still gonna have to provide something in her mind to make her think, I'm gonna have a good time with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Me being with him is gonna be good for me. You gotta make women think that. You gotta put the fantasy out there. And it's not hard to do. Let me tell you something, man. Most of a man getting a woman is her doing the work herself. All you gotta do is plant the seed. She gonna do all the thinking for you. All you gotta do is plant the seed of what you can possibly bring and let her mind do what it do. That's it. and don't appear too needy or too anxious. That's it. It's real simple. I know it's a hard thing to grasp if you ain't getting the knowledge or you ain't, you know what I mean? Because, man, we thinking of stuff logically like, man, why is she doing this bullshit? Like, you thinking like, what the fuck? You said this, but you said that, and you did. You have to come to you got to understand that women are so emotional. They feelings and their mind change just like this. Just like that. Change like the wind. So you got to understand that part, right? Provide the fantasy. Be patient. As a man, be patient. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, this is just a video just to let men know in this day and age, man, the world is your oyster with women. It's a little harder because, you know, but if you provide a fantasy, you can rent cards. You can do whatever it takes for you to do. You ain't gotta really have it like that. You know what I mean? The ability to, if you can't even look like you got it, you don't need to be even trying to get no woman. You know what I mean? You need to really go try to do something before you can be stepping out there. If you can't even look like you got it, then there ain't no sense in it. Either you're gonna have it or you're gonna look like you have it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna complain and he's telling dudes, listen, so what? This is part of the game. That's why they call it a game. You know what I mean? If people wasn't taking advantage of people's fantasies and things of that nature, we take advantage of each other's temptations. We tempted by sex, so they take advantage. They dress sexually. You know what I'm saying? They might not never give you no ass, but they damn sure gonna make you think you might get some ass. Right? You might not never give a motherfucker a dime, but you damn sure gotta think that if she hook up with you, she gonna have, you know what I mean, she gonna have this type of lifestyle. You gotta make women understand that part. Don't get caught up on don't be telling women them lies and don't be doing this and don't listen. It's always been that. Always been that. So, you know. That's the video for today, man. I got people texting me and yeah, that's the video for today. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll peek back at you. Another video.